Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you.
Great.
That's why we at Vault-Tec have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special. Got your rabbit's foot? Good. It's time we talk about luck.
Oh. Okay. Hi. Oh.
To admit, the 3rd generation scents are really something. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office now. Well, you can tell him that I intend to spend ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message.
See that you do.
I fix 1 relay and 2 more start to fail. At least I'm not bored.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is. Doc, they weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Gonna keep an eye on the squirrels so we don't go crazy.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Okay then.
Are you seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together?
What now?
They're dragging
Child
their feet
synth.
on the targeting package
It's
upgrade
just
I asked for.
remarkable.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Always be vigilant.
Please don't.
We have many
There's enough
enemies.
friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Well, I don't think I'm staying here. Especially since I'm with the railroad. Hey, Peanut.
Systems nominal.
I'm not scared of the surface.
On batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleague.
Hey, Doc.
Yes, well...
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton
I
Holden,
suppose you're...
head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
Can't break the code.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Squirrel. He's going crazy. But that's just what Tina does on an average day. Where are all the Institute terminals? Gotta find one just so I can mess everything up. I'm gonna put one where the main person is. Oh. Perfect. That way he can be blamed. Not through here. I guess I forgot where it is.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Why can't I close the doors in this room? idea what I'm doing. Crazy squirrel's going crazy over in the corner.
Operating at full capacity.
Sweet.
Wake up, Commonwealth.
Update. Observe.
Eventually I'll find it.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Oh, well.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe it need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You've saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths at once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know? Good. He's here. C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. She's a friend. She's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the Railroad does, Z1. She's from the surface.
Never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, Z1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Oh.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've... Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on us. Unfortunately, no advancement comes as remarkable as our synths are. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time.
Really?
Now you should get moving.
I ain't doing that quest. I'm with the railroad. So, I don't like him. I'm already unhappy again.
Jammed. Useless.
Jasper's back.
Hey, drummer.
I was power napping and whammo, it hit me. Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. Make your super badass gun even more, well, more. So check out my stuff.
Show me what you got.
Take a look.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Did I see missile launcher? Jeez. But you don't got any mini nukes.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
Desdemona. Oh, thank God.
Woo! See, Jazz, I told you the molecular stabilization matrix held.
Funny, you didn't sound certain yesterday. It is really, really good to see you. Did it work? Did you make it inside the Institute? I met with the leader of the Institute. And it turns out, he's my son. What? Wasn't he just a little boy? I'm just glad he's alive. I know it wasn't the reunion you were hoping for, but I'm happy you got to see him all the same. Besides meeting your boy, did you meet Patriot too? Did Tom's holotape work? I met Patriot. His name is Liam Benet. I knew you'd get the job done. We need every scrap of intel you picked up in there. Write up a full report on Pam's terminal. After you're done, we'll analyze it and figure out the next step. Get to it. Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this out.
Confirming presence of rogue variable. Dispensing data. There are 3 independent reports of Courser activity. Analysis completed based on target's activity pattern, location, and suspected trajectory. Conclusion. The Institute is actively looking for railroad assets. Stopgap solution. Terminate Courser threats whenever possible.
Seems logical to me.
This unit's logic circuits are fully functional. Target designated Courser Alpha is in a defended location with lower generation synth targets. Eliminate Courser variable, leaving no survivors. End of discussion.
Contact Dr. Amari. She'll have more details on the route. Pam.
Preliminary analysis complete.
Anything we need to move on?
Affirmative. Codename Patriot requires admin credentials for Code Defender security software. Cross-indexing CIT security administrators with 2077 Commonwealth Census records. Filtering by surviving structures. 1 match found. Bergman, Wilfred. Bergman, Wilfred, registered as co-owner of Cambridge Polymer Labs. Estimated 81.
Thanks, Pam.
Complement detected. Analysis irrelevant.
After you get the password report back here, with any luck, we'll have a game plan by then.
You know, two things that don't work together.
Welcome to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Employment opportunities await in the field of scientific research. Shall we begin your application now?
Sure. I'm game.
Let's begin the interview. Due to increased demands for staff in all fields, we have condensed the employment test accordingly. Question 1. Do you possess previous experience with polymer synthesis?
Sounds like you need me regardless, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Calculating test results. I am pleased to offer you the position of sales coordinator. Expect a loquacious future in haggling for military funding. Would you like the orientation before beginning your work in the labs?
Sure. Why not?
Wonderful.
Oh, this wasn't even the reason I came here. Come on.
Please find an open seat, and we will begin the presentation.
Well, I'm not sitting up front, I'll just sit here.
The genesis of Cambridge Polymer Labs lies in the research of a group of brilliant graduate students. John Elwood, Erica Woolham, and Wilfred Bergman met during their time together at CIT. This slide shows them at their graduation. Their research into nucleostrictive and piezoelectric polymers caught the attention of Colonel George Kemp in the fall of 2073. In the spring of 2074, the company was founded, with a generous grant provided by the Defense Experimental Research Project Initiative. The research produced here has resulted in several of the components used in the Liberty Prime project that led to the successful defense of Anchorage. The company enjoys a strong relationship with the military and welcomes your addition to the research team that helps build a better
Peanut ran away.
Please follow me to the research lab so that you may begin your work. Complimentary beverages are provided for employees. Please label any food or cigarettes you leave in the break room.
You might want to focus on the valuable salvage. You'll break your back carrying worthless scrap.
Won't be able to pick this.
Sales staff are provided with a business suit, the cost of which will be deducted from your first commission. Please take a moment to dress in your proper work attire and follow me into the clean room.
I'll play along with them. I don't really like this, but I guess
The research staff will greet you on the other side of the clean room. Thank you for your attention, and welcome to the team. Please enter the clean room. I have been instructed to inform you that Director Elwood has issued mandatory overtime due to uncompleted milestones.
The old world this clean?
Consequently, staff will not be report to the project lead, Dr. Elwood Woolham, for specific research assignment. Starting decontamination sequence.
Contamination detected.
I don't like my outfit.
Contamination detected. Initiating decontamination sequence.
You're bad. Ow.
Decontamination complete.
We would have been here forever if I actually listened. Hey, Peanut, come here. Peanut's being a problem.
Hey.
Yeah?
Hi.
You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code. Wait, you read it, didn't you?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good, please don't. It'll make it easier to sleep at night. I can positively feel the science oozing around here.
There. Now you can't escape. You ran onto the bed. So now I've got to keep you in there, Peanut. At least you've got a big cage, so...
Security's too good.
You check your pockets? Enemies are always the last place you look.
I know the easy way to do this, because I'm done. I don't think there is a way in. So... use a weapon like this instead of a gun? People should honestly question where I get a sword from. This should surely count as a way out. this. This is why I'm not allowed to do anything.
Half of you know this already, but something so big, I can't ask people to keep it secret any longer. The rumor is true. One of our agents has made it inside the Institute.
Is this what Tinker Tom was working on?
Yes, Tom's work is related, but the device and the assembly was the Wanderer's doing. After the device was assembled, she made it inside the Institute, and then back out.
Where is the Institute?
We're not sure exactly. Best guess is that it's somewhere under the old CIT. But they've been using a teleportation device to get in and out, so it could be anywhere.
What did she find out?
I know you all have questions, but I've said everything I'm going to. But know this, the ops you're planning and running now are the most important of our lives. We have a chance at rescuing more synths than we ever dreamed of, so get it done.
Well, all the synths
work.
gone.
On our side, we've gone through your report. It was extraordinary. So many pieces of the puzzle clicked into place. Our final analysis indicates the Institute is far more formidable than we ever feared or imagined. If we stage a mass breakout, Patriot's 13 synths will undoubtedly be the last we ever save. Instead, we use this one chance to rescue all the synths. Every last one of them.
That's a bold plan.
We can't waste this opportunity. The Institute will never let their slaves go without a fight. So the heart of our problem is manpower. Even if we call in all our agents, and we will, we won't be able to hold our own against the Institute for long. Talk with C-114. If the synths down there want freedom, they must fight and risk their lives to earn it.
Z1 seems capable of that.
We always thought Patriot was the savior of the synths. But it may be more accurate to say that Z1 is. As much as we owe Patriot, we can't be certain how committed he is. If he learns we're willing to kill to free synths, he may not have the stomach for it. So get what you need from him and then cut him loose. Good luck. We're all with you.
Levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps, if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it.
If the railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. We will give my people an opportunity, and they will flock to us. I admire Mr. Beignet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got you your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
C1?
I look forward to assisting you further. Do you require anything?
Perfect. Why do the hours take so long in this game? Guess I can pet Peanut. Just let it be. But he's staying in his cage. Because he's been a bratty boy. Get off my hand. Ow.
Do you require anything?
C1?
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But We will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
I have weapons I could give you.
Excellent. Deposit anything you can spare in Maintenance Closet 3B. But we need enough weapons to arm an entire rebellion. So the ingredients are still necessary.
Tell me how I can help.
We've come up with a plan. The Institute's always expanding. The mining equipment has been packed into crates and they haven't been moved yet. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But how do you feel about killing?
I'll do it.
Thank you. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnels behind us. To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
I hope somebody uses that. I think that's enough weapons. That moment I could probably take out everybody here with simply a modded sword from Skyrim.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Sir,
Excuse me.
We've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. And in the meantime,
Right away, sir.
there's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it. If you see anything
The
even
Institute
remotely
is my
suspicious,
home.
report it
And I hope
immediately.
it'll be yours
This
too.
absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
I don't like Lawrence.
Dr. Higgs.
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
This isn't pleasant.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Greetings, citizen. I believe you have business with the guards.
Excuse me.
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Greetings, ma'am.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Whoever, hello. Goodbye.
Dang it!
My program allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
Sustaining damage.
I am the victim of violence. Distance closed.
My program allows me to terminate you in self-defense.
Reverting to close quarters combat. Microsystem offline.
Actuator damaged. Shutting down. My programming allows me to terminate you in self-defense. CQA protocol engaged.
Leave now. Soon, this will all be under rubble. Remember Z1's plan, everyone. Grab everything we can use. The crates especially.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
You have done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
This is a good start.
The greatest challenge remaining is keeping all of this secret from the SRB. So we're being very careful, which, unfortunately, takes time. For now, please continue working with Father. When my people are ready, I will contact.
possibly. I'm gonna have to actually take somebody. I don't even know where that place is. No, supermutants are way more retarded than even the most stupid child. Can't even put together a sentence that is correct. Hello. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go to Sanctuary. Call it a day. Fine then. So,
I'm afraid I'm not much use in a fight anymore. But back in the day, folks used to call me Murphy the Mad Woman.
Look at this. Cat, do you know what you're doing?
What is it?
what to do.
Arm hit badly. Compensating.
Come on, machine turrets, where are you? Die!
Going down. That's menace.
Well, I'm never doing that again. We'll just keep all the cats.
Why don't you make me a second printing press while you're at it?
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you, Mum?
No, not now.
All right, then.
Ada.
A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Actually, I'll be back later.
Understood.
Hey. Excuse me.
You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code.
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good, please don't. It'll make it easier to sleep at night.
Hey.
You need the sight? It's telling me Mentats will give us the right high for another insight into your destiny.
Here you go.
Ah, that's it. I see you surrounded by outstretched hands. And whether you want it or not, you're gonna... Don't mind me.
Look at the cats. Cats make me happy. Okay, maybe it's a little excessive on the amount of cats I've got. Is anybody still here?
Who's there? You've got to be joking.
Girl, you picked the wrong fight.
Aww. My little cute. Come here. Come here. Peanut.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, ma'am. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla. I doubt you can keep up with us, Trenchcoat. Best you stay on the bench.
I can handle these raiders on my own.
I have no reason to doubt that, ma'am. But I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you.
Hey.
Ammo levels are good.
Hey.
What's the word? You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good. Please don't. It'll make it easier to sleep at night.
Has a better lock on that door than their own safe. Pretty sure it is your first. But okay. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be making all that noise. I wonder what weapon uses fusion cores.
Sweet.
hoping they'd all be dead by now.
Oh.